involved in Steel Day about 6 years ago, I guess now, and every year it's kind of grown. I think there's a ton of value in Steel Day. We've taken it. I remember from the first year where we had 4 people come through our shop, and this year we're expecting close to 150 to 200 people. People in the area really don't know what we do or what the steel industry does, and having 8 open houses around the Lower Mainland can really show what the industry can do and also what the individual companies can do. We're one of the last bolt hot headers or bolt manufacturers in Western Canada. So we basically take bolts and manufacture them, mostly for heavy civil construction, highways, mining, oil and gas, infrastructure. We also have a machine shop, and we do a lot of distribution work. Projects that we've just finished were like Port Mann, Highway 1 improvement, ILM. We did a bunch of work for BC Hydro up there, which is the new transmission line from Merritt to Coquitlam. SkyTrain, Evergreen Line. We do the track work and the track bolting. So yeah, you think a little small bolt, but you need thousands and thousands of them to put these projects together. And that's what we do. We take these bolts and we package them up, and we offer a service to contractors where they can come to us, get their special bolts made, and we can also distribute their common bolts. And they have one-stop shop basically for any type of large infrastructure project.
George Sturgeon is fairly famous for taking on the projects that a lot of fabricators might run away from, we run towards. We have a job in plant right now, which is 8 50-foot tall steel trees. They're public art for the Shannon Muse project for the Wall Financial. They're quite something to see. They have 560 pieces of bark on each one. They are 50 foot tall by about 12 foot diameter. They get painted porcelain white, and they will start being installed in October of 2015, and they will run down Granville Street in amongst the forest of other natural trees at Granville and 57th. Probably one of the most challenging projects that we've done and we've just finished and are extremely proud of is the Telus Gardens project. That was a £2 million job, and it had structural steel to make the office bars and all the structural supports in the building. There's a pavilion canopy that runs out front. It kind of looks like the backbone of a giant whale. It's another hybrid structure of steel and timber with glazing on the top. George Sturgeon took on that job for everything except for the glazing. The erection engineering was very difficult to figure out on that job. We actually had to install very large pieces that were 20 tons or more underneath the building as it was being built above us, because the part of the arch goes underneath the building. And so it was quite a challenge for our field team at KWH. Constructors and Somerset Engineering is very good partners of ours. The parts and pieces were made in the shop here. It spans 300 feet from Richards all the way to Seymour, and we had to make that in our shop, much like a bridge, where we made the triangular pieces that are they're like a 6 foot by 6 foot diamond shaped piece made out of 2-inch plate. And we would make one piece with a buttress on it, and then we'd marry the next piece to it, make sure that they fit perfectly, and then take them apart, send them off for paint, and then off to the site, and so on. Keep adding the pieces together to make sure that they fit perfectly. We've received all kinds of accolades on this job as to making the impossible look easy, and the result is really iconic, and it is really an outstanding landmark for Vancouver. Steel Day is a North American operation, or whatever. It's the Canadian Institute of Steel Construction and the American Institute of Steel Construction have put their forces together and decided that it would be a good marketing idea for us to get our public and our customers and education and academia out into our plants, and so they can see what we do and what the steel industry is about, and get a better awareness of the steel industry and how it works and how exciting it is.
Steel Day is just a great way to show off your company, show off the people that work for your company. the amount of buy-in and the pride that we get from our own staff, and the pride that the industry has on showing off what they can do and the capabilities, what can be actually built in BC. I'm amazed at how many people come into our shop and say, oh, we didn't know that was made here. We just assumed it came in from somewhere else. And that's kind of what our goal is to show off what can be built in BC, what BC manufacturing companies and BC steel companies are doing, and hopefully try to keep more of that work here and promote creating jobs and creating projects that are going to be around for another 50 or 100 years.